Tuesday puzzle, let's do it. This is Solve with Steve. Gary Larson and Amy Ensz, they are the constructors. My name's Steve, I'm the solver. What do we have here? We have leftover part of a ticket is the stub. Bette Midler was the divine Miss M. Seizes and control, you usurp control. Shares an international airport with Seattle is Tacoma, the SeaTac airport. SEA for Seattle, TAC for Tacoma. And equilibrium, I would say balance, but that doesn't work. Let's see, zap in ways to tase. Don't tase me, bro. Adorable perspective on things. Is it scuttlebutt? I don't know. Something cute. I don't know about that. Kinda, sorta. Let's see. Driving force is the impetus. And a carrier to Sweden is SAS. We got two. Maybe you can fly from Seattle to Sweden on SAS. Here we go. In equilibrium is stasis. There we go. So acute angle. Oh boy, it's a pun. Yes, it is. You have such a cute angle. Is it math puns? Maybe. Let's see what we have here. Broadcast again is to re-air or rerun. I think it's re-air. Church assembly is, the altar is literally an assembly, but the congregation, the flock. Spanish woman title is Senora, S-R-A. Whoops. A hankering is a yen. Oh, it's a synod. It's a synod as a church assembly, like the Lutheran Church Missouri Synod, right? That's a thing. Here we go. The gives orders yet again is nags. Bottom of a crank case is the oil pan. Imagined is dreamt. Hey, I didn't think this Jew knows so much about the organized Christian religions in the United States. I don't know a lot, but I've heard of the Lutheran Church Missouri Synod. That's a thing. Famous Amos is a cookie maker. All right, longest key on a keyboard is the space bar. Whee! Okay, I just had fun pressing the 21 across. And so should you if you happen to be near a keyboard. A go-getter is a acer? I don't know. Arm bone on the pinky finger side is the ulna. Thank you. I never know which one is which. You got the radius on one side and the ulna. They're both here. So the ulna is on that pinky. Maybe I will remember that since I've seen it in a crossword. Chicago paper is the Tribune or the Trib. Maintains one's dignity. I don't know. Stays, keeps something. Support to which drywall is attached is a stud. Also, you could have just glued this one, Solve with Steve, for example. But that's okay. All right, Janice's spouse is Arlo in the funny pages. I'm not sure what. I haven't read the comics in a while. Is Arlo and Janice, is that the name of a comic? I'm not sure. Plant with tendrils is a vine. A doer is a go-getter. All right. Saves face is maintains one's dignity. All right, and we have here, bother immensely is to eat at. What's eating at you? Employs is uses. Deal is too good to be true because it isn't. It's a scam. What do we have here? Axe or Old Spice is ascent. We have acute angle. We have ascent of man. Oh, that's a joke. The ascent of man. And those are like masculine body sprays or whatever. So ascent of man. So we're not changing the spelling, but we're breaking the acute into acute. We're breaking the ascent into and scent. So there we go. And lift. Lift? Oh, it's to steal. If you lift something from a store, you've stolen it. Shoplifting. Okay. Choose is to elect, which we get to do to our politicians for now. First modular space station was Mir, the Soviet era space station. Soviet space station. Let develop over time is to age like a fine wine. Unfamiliar is new. Posse is your crew. Satchel Paige is in Cooperstown, the baseball player. And a certain apartment with a hyphen, a co-op or farm housing, a coop without. That's a clever clue. I like that. All right. Something an employee wouldn't want to be given: a pink slip, a firing. I don't know. The axe. Let's see. A garment with cups would be a bra. That's so interesting. Whoa. Aha. Oh-ho. Could be anything. Poetic tribute is an ode. An employee wouldn't want to be given a blob. I don't know. Competition offers a lot of bucks. A rodeo, get it? Because the bucking bronco tries to throw you off. Rodeo, there we go. What do we have here? Major news magazines CEO. Major news magazine, something of time. Something of time, because the news magazine would be time. Ahead of time. Ahead of time. You get there early, you're ahead of time, but you break the ahead into ahead. So ahead of time. Okay, that's so interesting. Ooh, that's what it is. Employee wouldn't want to be given the boot. Yes, okay. It's spot to sit and sweat is a steam room or steam bath or a sauna. I'm going with steam room. Let's see. Garfield's pooch is OD. Wow, the funny papers show up again. 71% of the Earth's surface are the oceans. Bird with exceptional vision. I don't know. Let's see. A flaky rock is mica. What's a bird that fits that? I don't know. What do we have here? Funny outtake compilations are gag reels. What do we have here? Oh, falcon. Yes, that's why they use for hunting, right? Because they're such good seers, such good sighters. Good name for a biomedical researcher, Gene. Singular India RE with the dot in there. Yeah, Mercury and Mars. Are planets. They're also singers, Freddie Mercury and Bruno Mars. I saw that in a crossword clue once. What do we have here? The cookie that's easily stackable is O-R-E-O. Oh, the Mercury and Mars. Not the singers, but the planets are named after the Roman gods. The god, the messenger god, Mercury, also known as Hermes. The god of war, Mars, also known as Ares. In the Latin versus the Greek. Okay, come across as it seem. Dino, Fred Flintstone's pet dinosaur was named Dino. Yes. Really? No cap? No lie? I'm going with no cap, although, I don't know, we had Odie in the funny papers, so maybe it's not no cap. Well, we'll see. Nose in the air type is a snoot or snob. I'm thinking it's snoot. Let's see. Slovenia's Benja Pulko motorcycled over 111,800 miles, according to Guinness. That's an adjective. Solo, so it is no lie. So that is the largest solo motorcycle trip. Okay. Kia model, Kia Rio references body of water. And it is a snoot. Or let's see. Bring home is to net, like your paycheck. Oh, is this acorn, acorn. Taco tortilla is acorn, not acorn squash. Taco tortilla option is a corn circle. Acorn squad. What other phrase goes with acorn? I don't know. All right, let's go. World capital of the Spanish Steps are in Rome. Came down to the ground is a lit. That's a good crossword word. Mascara mishap. Oh no, is a smear. You're getting warmer. Close. Sewer lines. I'm not sure. Member of the myrtle family, the source of an essential oil. Don't know my essential oils. Let's see. Messy class for kindergartners is art class. Brand for a cup of Joe, a cup of coffee. We have Dunkin', we have Starbucks, we have what other cup coffees with a T? I don't know. Kingdoms are realms. Gung ho, you are avid, you are excited, you are active. Maybe it's active. I don't know about that VM there. I'm buying this round is on me, so it's not active. What do we have here? Website whose sellers are crafty is Etsy. So again, it's not what do we have here. Gung ho is I don't know. Oh, Tetley, tea. Tetley makes tea. Acorn roll, acorn. Huh. Angry with, you're mad at someone or something. Member of the Myrtle family with the oil. Tepeli, I don't know. Sewer lines are seams. Oh, sewer lines because they're sewing, not a sewer like with the wastewater underground, but a sewer. What is this? Tea tree? I don't know. Chevy model whose name so Tahoe. Right, Lake Tahoe means lake, and so we have I like these clues. The Kia Rio and the Chevy Tahoe. We have two little mini theme there of cars that have bodies of water. A corn shell, acorn shell. Is that a thing? I guess the shell of an acorn is an acorn shell. That was not my favorite, but that's okay. And gung ho is ardent, and a tea tree is the source of essential oil. Woo! Hey. What is a tea tree? I've never heard of a tea tree. We have Tetley, which is I thought a tea brand, and I always thought a cuppa is a cup of Joe, a cup of coffee. But I guess it could be a cup of tea. It's not exactly my cup of tea. See what I did there. But I've never heard of a tea tree, and I've never heard of an acorn shell. All right, so the theme. I may have mentioned it. I think I did. But in case that's not clear, so we take a phrase, acute angle. That's a phrase from math class. And but we break the word acute into acute, and we have acute angle. Oh, it's an adore your perspective on things. How do you see things? What's your angle? Oh, that's a acute angle. That's how that one works. And then the ascent of man. That's that. I guess painting, etching, engraving. I don't know. It shows like the ape is like hunched over, and then they have the different, and eventually it's like a modern human man. And it's called the ascent of man, right? That's that. But ascent, we break the word ascent into and then scent. So ascent of man will be what smells like a man, like sweat. But Axe or Old Spice. Is Axe still a thing? That was back in like the 90s. Guys would like cover themselves up. Yeah. All right. Anyhow, ahead of time. You're ahead of time. You get there early. Let's get there ahead of time. Or we break ahead into ahead, and time is not just time like what time is it, but also the magazine. So ahead of time. And last but not least, acorn shell. Yeah, that one's not my favorite because is that a phrase? People say, "Oh, look at this acorn shell." I mean, I guess that the hard part of an acorn is called an acorn shell, but do people actually call it that? Comment, please, if you call it an acorn shell, or comment if you don't call it an acorn shell, and we'll see what the public opinion, as shown by my commenters, has to say about that. Or is acorns hell? No, that's not right, because it's got to be a corn shell. What would you like for your taco? I would like, well, if you get shell goes with a hard taco, and pretty much those are always corn tortillas, right? You can get a soft tortilla that's corn or flour, um, but I've never seen a actually, I haven't had many hard tacos since I was a kid. But I imagine those are always a corn tortilla. Anyway, so a corn shell. I guess if you get a corn tortilla, it could be soft or hard. So if you want a corn shell, I'll go with that. But the acorn shell, I'm not quite sure of. I also want to learn about a tea tree. And is Tetley a tea brand or only a coffee brand? So we are going to switch over to the Wikipedia window. And we're going to start with Tetley because that's the least interesting. We'll start with the Tetley's Brewery in Leeds, West Yorkshire, England. Let's see, which was later named the Leeds Tetley Brewery, take over the Melbourne Brewery, the largest brewery in Leeds. They brew, what do they brew? They brew tea. What else do you brew? Cask ale. Oh wait, they don't brew tea here. This is brewery, not to be confused with the tea maker. Oh, okay. So I learned something. There's Tetley, the ale, which I have not seen. I'm not an ale expert, but here we go. We're talking about ale. It was taken over by Carlsberg, yeah. Cask ale. Brewed from traditional ingredients without the use of extraneous carbon dioxide. 11th selling beer brand in the UK. All right, second selling ale brand after John Smith's. All right, but let's go to the Tetley tea manufacturer in Yorkshire. Also Yorkshire? Yeah, West Yorkshire. So here we go. Founded 1837 by the Tetley. I'm guessing those are brothers. I don't know. Headquarters in England. Products tea, not coffee. So they are for a cup of tea. Okay. And let's see. What is it? Is that a phrase? Cup of tea. I'm gonna look. This one's not gonna be a Wikipedia search, but cup of tea. Is that a thing? Do people say cup of tea? Cup of tea. According to Amazon, you can buy a cup of tea. Matcha, you get a London cup of tea. All right, I gotta drink a cuppa. Apparently, a cuppa is tea. I guess if you're in the UK, a cuppa is tea. And here in the US, a cuppa is coffee. And elsewhere, I don't know. All right, so a cup of tea. It wasn't my cup of tea. The other one was tea tree. So we had tea-related teas. This time, tea tree oil. Essential oil derived from leaves. Melaleuca oil is an essential oil with a fresh camphoraceous odor. Camphoraceous. And a color that ranges from pale yellow to nearly colorless and clear. I didn't know any of that. Derived from the leaves of the tea tree. There's something called a tea tree. Native to southeast Queensland and the northeast coast of New South Wales. So this is an Australian herb tree. I guess it's a tree. The tea tree, Melaleuca alternifolia, commonly known as tea tree, species of tree or tall shrub in the myrtle family. Yeah. Endemic to Australia and southeast Queensland and the north coast and adjacent ranges of New South Wales. Grows along streams and swampy flats. There you go. There is the tea tree. Who knew? Many of you knew. Maybe if you live in Australia or you're into essential oils, here we go. Folk medicine treatment among indigenous Australians of eastern inland areas, but inhale the oil to treat coughs and colds. Okay, maybe I should try that next time I have a cold. They also sprinkle leaves on wounds after which a poultice is applied. And you can make an infusion to treat sore throats or skin ailments. The tea tree. All right. Why is it called the tea tree by the Westerners? First formally described in 1905, Joseph Maiden Ernst Betsch, given the name, blah, 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 blah. Proceedings of the Linnean Society of New South Wales. Raised the variety to species status. Oh, it was an alternate. The specific epithet, but why is it called a tea tree? And who started using that in England? I'm guessing it was the English who came to Australia. We don't know anything about that, do we? Alternifolia, alternate leaf. Let's see. No, nothing about who gave the tea tree. But apparently it's an Australian thing. It's the tea tree. All right. And last but not least, there was something else I wanted to look up. Oh, acorn shell, was it? It must have been, right? Because what else was down there? They were all in this area. I think it was. So let's do that. Let's look up the acorn shell. Did I ever call it that? I guess this is going to be a non-Wikipedia search. So I'll just go up here, and we're going to search for acorn shell. Acorn shell. How to get acorn shells. News for acorn shell. Acorn barnacle. Oh. That's not what I was thinking, like the shell of an acorn, and these pictures look like the shell of acorns. In Grounded 2, is that a game? So they use it in Grounded. Acorn shell. Here we go. These are pictures of acorn shell. I just call those acorns. That's an acorn shell? That's an acorn. Where to find acorn shells and acorn tops? Acorns are, of course, where acorn shells and acorn tops come from, but Grounded 2. Okay, apparently the phrase acorn shell is used a lot in Grounded, or that's just what people search for. Okay, wow, all right. So if you play Grounded, you're like, oh, dude, I know it. It's acorn shell. Acorn barnacle. An acorn shell. Stalkless barnacles. No, that's not what I was thinking of. I was thinking of, those pictures are just like acorns. And the shell of an acorn. All right, I'm going to go with it's not commonly used. It's maybe that's a name for it. That is officially correct, but not too common. So I'm calling a little bit of shenanigans on this one. Not the worst problem in the world because it was fun and because it was at the bottom. But a little bit of a, are you sure about that? All right, but that's enough. Other than Acorn Shell, I enjoyed the puzzle. We had a fun clue. We had a fun theme, rather. I like Ascent of Man. That is my favorite. What's your favorite? And there we go. So, yeah, I think that's it. All right. Is there anything else I have to say? If there is, I'll put it in the write-up. I don't think that I will, but you never, ever know, do you? Anyhow, I had a lot of fun. Please, if you haven't yet subscribed, do that now. Click that, Steve, right there, and you do that and you become a subscriber, or you just click the subscribe button when you're looking at the channel. Anyway, I will see you in the future. Hope to do another one tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.